Introduction. Today, I'm going to talk with you about the 48 rules of power. Power is not just about force. It is about reading people, understanding timing, and controlling perception. As you listen, think about how these rules appear around you every day and how knowing them can help you protect yourself and make wiser decisions. Why these rules matter. These rules do not tell you to be good or bad. They explain how power actually works in real life. You can choose to use them ethically, to defend yourself from manipulation, or to better navigate difficult people and systems around you. Rule 1. Never outshine the master. Overview. Rule 1 says, never outshine the master. This means you should avoid making your boss, teacher, or leader feel overshadowed by your talent. If they feel threatened or insecure, they may try to push you down or remove you. Rule 1. Never outshine the master. Application. Always show respect and give credit to those above you, even if you are very capable. Let them feel important and in control, while you quietly grow your skills and influence. When they feel safe with you, they are more likely to support and promote you. Rule 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Overview. Rule 2 warns you not to put too much trust in friends. Friends can sometimes mix emotions with decisions, and that can lead to jealousy, conflict, or disappointment. Power is safer when it is based on clear interests, not just feelings. Rule 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Application. Do not share every secret or plan with friends just because you feel close to them. Look at actions, not words, and understand that even good people can change under pressure. Build relationships where loyalty is supported by mutual benefit, not just emotion. Rule 3. Conceal your intentions. Overview. Rule 3 advises you to conceal your intentions. If others always know your goals, they can block you, compete with you, or use your plans against you. Keeping some parts of your strategy private protects your progress. Rule 3. Conceal your intentions. Application. You do not need to lie, but you also do not need to reveal everything you are thinking. Share only what is necessary for the moment and keep your long-term plans to yourself. Let people see part of the picture, while you hold the full picture inside your mind. Rule 4. Always say less than necessary. Overview. Rule 4 says, always say less than necessary. Talking too much can reveal your doubts, your emotions, and your weaknesses. Powerful people are careful with their words and are comfortable with silence. Rule 4. Always say less than necessary. Application. Before you speak, pause and ask yourself if every sentence is needed. Let others talk more while you listen and observe. By saying less, you appear more confident, more thoughtful, and harder to read or manipulate. Rule 5. Guard your reputation. Overview. Rule 5 focuses on reputation. Your reputation is what people think of you before they even meet you. A strong reputation can open doors, while a damaged one can close opportunities instantly. Rule 5. Guard your reputation. Application. Protect your name by being consistent in your behavior and responding quickly to serious false accusations. Avoid actions that might create a long-term stain on your image. Remember, people often react to your reputation, not your reality. Rule 6. Court attention at all costs. Overview. Rule 6 tells you to court attention. Invisibility is dangerous in the world of power. If people do not notice you, they will not support you or think of you for opportunities. Attention is a kind of currency. Rule 6. Court attention at all costs. Application. Find positive ways to stand out, such as through good work, strong presentation, or unique ideas. Do not chase attention in reckless or desperate ways. Aim for memorable, confident visibility that makes people curious and respectful. Rule 7. Get others to do the work. Take the credit. Overview. Rule 7 is about leverage. It says you should use the skills and efforts of others to reach your goals, while you guide the direction and often receive recognition. This is how leaders multiply their impact. Rule 7. Get others to do the work. Take the credit. Application. Delegate tasks to people who are skilled and motivated, but keep ownership of the overall vision. Give enough recognition to keep them loyal, but maintain your role as the central figure. This balance lets you expand your power without exhausting yourself. Rule 8. Make others come to you. Overview. Rule 8 says, make other people come to you. When you pull others into your space, you control the setting, the timing, and the tone. If you are always the one chasing, you are placing yourself in the weaker position. Rule 8. Make others come to you. Application. Create value, status, or resources that attract people toward you. Let them feel that they need your approval, help, or presence. When people come to you, they are more willing to accept your terms and your conditions. Rule 9. Win through actions, not arguments. Overview. Rule 9 reminds you that arguments rarely create true victory. When you argue, people often feel attacked and become defensive, even if you are right. This can create hidden enemies who quietly work against you. Rule 9. Win through actions, not arguments. Application. Instead of trying to win with words, let your results speak. Show your point through success, performance, or outcomes. People are more likely to accept what they see working than what they are forced to accept in a heated discussion. Rule 10. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Overview. Rule 10 warns you to avoid the consistently unhappy and unlucky. Some people carry chaos, drama, and problems with them wherever they go. Being too close to them can pull you into their storms. Rule 10. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Application. Be kind to everyone, but be selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Spend more time with people who are stable, constructive, and solution-focused. Your environment deeply affects your mindset and your future. Rule 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Overview. Rule 11 says that if people depend on you, they are less likely to abandon or betray you. If they can easily replace you, your position is weak. Dependence creates a kind of security. Rule 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Application. Develop unique skills, knowledge, or connections that others rely on. Help people in ways that make your presence valuable and hard to replace. Just remember to balance power with responsibility and not to become cruel or abusive. Rule 12. Use selective honesty and generosity. Overview. Rule 12 teaches you to use selective honesty and generosity to disarm people. One sincere act can create a strong sense of trust. When people believe you are kind or honest, they lower their guard. Rule 12. Use selective honesty and generosity. Application. Offer real help or truth at key moments, especially when others expect selfish behavior. This surprise can win their confidence for a long time. Use this trust carefully and ethically, knowing it is a powerful tool. Rule 13. Appeal to self-interest, not mercy. Overview. Rule 13 suggests that when you ask for help, you should appeal to self-interest, not to mercy or gratitude. Most people are moved more by what benefits them than by what they owe you. Rule 13. Appeal to self-interest, not mercy. Application. When you need something, explain how helping you will also help them through profit, reputation, or convenience. Show them a clear win-win situation. People are far more willing to cooperate when their own interests are clearly served. Rule 14. Pose as a friend, work as an observer. Overview. Rule 14 says, appear friendly and warm, but quietly collect information. People open up more easily to those who seem kind and safe. Information about their habits, fears, and desires becomes potential power. Rule 14. Pose as a friend, work as an observer. Application. Listen more than you speak and watch how people behave under stress. Store what you learn, but do not show that you are studying them. The goal is to understand, not necessarily to attack. Knowledge can help you avoid conflict as much as win it. Rule 15. Crush your enemy totally. Overview. Rule 15 is harsh but clear. If you must treat someone as a serious enemy, do not leave them half-defeated. A damaged rival can wait, rebuild, and return with greater anger. Partial victory can be very dangerous. Rule 15. Crush your enemy totally. Application. If a conflict cannot be avoided, aim to end it so completely that it cannot easily restart. This might mean cutting off their influence, their support, or their access to you. The purpose is not cruelty, but long-term safety from revenge. Rule 16. Use absence to increase respect. Overview. Rule 16 says that being always present can reduce your value. When people can access you anytime, they may start to take you for granted. Strategic absence can renew interest and respect. Rule 16. Use absence to increase respect. Application. Occasionally step back from social circles or situations where you are always available. Use that time to improve yourself and then return stronger. When people feel your absence, they realize your importance more clearly. Rule 17. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Overview. Rule 17 advises you to avoid being completely predictable. When others can always guess your next move, they can prepare and control you. A bit of unpredictability creates caution and respect. Rule 17. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Application. Change small patterns occasionally, how you respond, when you act, or what you prioritize. Do not be random or chaotic, but keep people slightly unsure. This discomfort prevents them from feeling fully in control of you. Rule 18. Do not build fortresses. Overview. Rule 18 warns against isolating yourself. Building emotional or social fortresses may feel safe, but isolation cuts you off from information and support. Power needs contact with the world. Rule 18. Do not build fortresses. Application. Stay connected to people, networks, and events, even if some risk is involved. Use boundaries, not walls. Protect your privacy, but do not disappear. The more aware you are of what is happening around you, the stronger you become. Rule 19. Know who you're dealing with. Overview. Rule 19 tells you to study people carefully. Different people have different limits, sensitivities, and egos. One wrong move with the wrong person can start a serious problem. Rule 19. Know who you're dealing with. Application. Before you joke, criticize, or compete, think about how that person might react. Notice who is proud, who is insecure, who is calm, and who is easily offended. Adjust your behavior so you do not accidentally create a powerful enemy. Rule 20. Do not commit to anyone. Overview. Rule 20 advises you not to commit yourself too quickly to one person, group, or side. When you are too attached, you lose flexibility and bargaining power. Independence keeps others interested in winning your support. Rule 20. Do not commit to anyone. Application. Stay polite, cooperative, and professional, but keep some distance. Let different people feel that you might support them, without fully binding yourself. This way, they will treat you with more care and respect. Rule 21. Play the role of the less intelligent. Overview. Rule 21 says, seem a little less clever than you really are. If others think you are not a threat, they feel relaxed and may reveal more than they should. Underestimation can be a powerful shield. Rule 21. Play the role of the less intelligent. Application. Avoid showing off your full knowledge or skill immediately. Ask simple questions, listen, and let others talk. Meanwhile, you quietly gather information and choose the best moment to reveal your real ability. Rule 22. Use the surrender tactic. Overview. Rule 22 suggests that sometimes the best move is to surrender temporarily. When you are clearly weaker, fighting on can destroy you completely. Yielding can give you time to recover and plan. Rule 22. Use the surrender tactic. Application. If you cannot win today, step back with grace instead of wasting all your energy. Accept a small loss while keeping your long-term goals alive. Surrender is not the end. It can be the beginning of a smarter strategy. Rule 23. Concentrate your forces. Overview. Rule 23 tells you to focus your energy. Scattering your efforts across too many goals makes you weak in all of them. Concentration brings real impact and progress. Rule 23. Concentrate your forces. Application. Choose the most important target or skill and put your best time and energy into it. Say no to distractions that dilute your focus. A sharp, focused effort usually beats wide but shallow activity. Rule 24. Play the perfect courtier. Overview. Rule 24 is about social intelligence. In any system with leaders, the courtier is the person who navigates relationships carefully, showing respect, tact, and adaptability. They understand the rules of the social game. Rule 24. Play the perfect courtier. Application. Learn to read the mood of powerful people and adjust your tone, timing, and words. Avoid unnecessary conflicts, gossip, and rudeness. Polite, strategic behavior often achieves more than direct confrontation. Rule 25. Recreate yourself. Overview. Rule 25 says that you do not have to accept the identity the world gave you. You can shape how people see you by changing your behavior, style, and story. Power often belongs to those who design themselves. Rule 25. Recreate yourself. Application. Decide who you want to become, and slowly act in ways that match that identity. Change how you speak, how you dress, and how you respond. Over time, people will accept the new version of you as normal. Rule 26. Keep your hands clean. Overview. Rule 26 advises you to keep your hands clean. This means avoiding being openly connected to dirty work, controversies, or unpopular decisions. Your image must remain as pure as possible. Rule 26. Keep your hands clean. Application. When tough actions are necessary, use procedures, systems, or intermediaries instead of acting impulsively and personally. Take responsibility, but avoid looking cruel or careless. Protect your reputation while still getting essential things done. Rule 27. Create a sense of belief. Overview. Rule 27 explains that people hunger for belief and belonging. When someone provides a strong purpose, vision, or cause, followers often become deeply loyal. This can create powerful, almost cult-like support. Rule 27. Create a sense of belief. Application. If you lead others, offer more than just tasks and rules. Give them meaning, a bigger reason for their work, and a story they can feel proud of. When their emotions are involved, they will go much further for you. Rule 28. Enter action with boldness. Overview. Rule 28 says, be bold when you act. Hesitation sends a signal of doubt and fear, which weakens your position. Confident moves inspire trust in allies and fear in opponents. Rule 28. Enter action with boldness. Application. Once you have decided on a plan, commit to it strongly. Move with clear energy instead of constant second-guessing. Even if you must adjust later, your boldness gives you momentum. Rule 29. Plan all the way to the end. Overview. Rule 29 advises you to think several steps ahead. Many people act only for short-term wins and are surprised by long-term consequences. Power belongs to those who can see the whole path. Rule 29. Plan all the way to the end. Application. Before acting, Ask yourself, if this works, what happens next? If it fails, what might it cost? Imagine different outcomes and prepare for them. A good plan makes you harder to corner or defeat. Rule 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Overview. Rule 30 reminds you that people admire what looks natural and easy. When success appears effortless, it seems more impressive and magical. Showing too much struggle can reduce the sense of power. Rule 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Application. Work hard behind the scenes but present your results smoothly and confidently. Do not over-explain how difficult everything was. Let people see the polished outcome, not the stress behind it. Rule 31. Control the options. Overview. Rule 31 says, control the options so that people feel they are choosing freely, but all choices still benefit you. This is a subtle but powerful form of control. Rule 31. Control the options. Application. When you design a situation, offer 2 or 3 paths that all lead to acceptable outcomes for you. People feel respected because they can choose, but you remain safe because no choice is truly bad for you. Rule 32. Play to people's fantasies. Overview. Rule 32 explains that people are often driven by dreams and fantasies, not just facts. They want hope, magic, and escape from a difficult reality. Those who speak to these deep desires gain strong influence. Rule 32. Play to people's fantasies. Application. Try to understand what people secretly wish their life could be like. When you present ideas, show how those ideas connect to their dreams. Be careful not to deceive cruelly, but recognize that imagination is a powerful motivator. Rule 33. Discover each person's weakness. Overview. Rule 33 says, everyone has a thumbscrew, a pressure point. It might be a fear, a need, a desire, or a guilt. Knowing this gives you leverage in negotiations and conflicts. Rule 33. Discover each person's weakness. Application. Observe what people talk about most, what they fear losing, and what quickly upsets them. Use this knowledge carefully, sometimes to persuade them, sometimes to avoid triggering them. Understanding weakness does not always mean attacking it. It can also mean protecting it. Rule 34. Act like a king to be treated like one. Overview. Rule 34 teaches that how you carry yourself shapes how others treat you. If you act with dignity, calmness, and self-respect, people are more likely to respect you too. If you act cheaply or desperate, others may value you less. Rule 34. Act like a king to be treated like one. Application. Set standards for how you behave and how others should treat you. Do not run after people who constantly disrespect you. Your sense of self-worth invites or rejects the behavior of others. Rule 35. Master the art of timing. Overview. Rule 35 focuses on timing. A good idea at the wrong moment can still fail. Knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to stop is a major part of power. Rule 35. Master the art of timing. Application. Pay attention to signals, people's mood, the environment, and the direction events are moving. Do not rush just because you feel impatient, and do not freeze because you are afraid. Wait for the moment when your move will have the maximum effect. Rule 36. Disdain what you cannot have. Overview. Rule 36 advises you not to obsess over what you cannot have. Constantly chasing unreachable things makes you look weak and dependent. Ignoring them can, in itself, be a powerful response. Rule 36. Disdain what you cannot have. Application. If something or someone is truly out of reach, focus your attention elsewhere instead of begging or obsessing. Your calm indifference makes you appear strong and self-contained. Sometimes, ignoring something even reduces its power over you. Rule 37. Create compelling spectacles. Overview. Rule 37 reminds you that humans are visual and emotional. Strong images, symbols, and dramatic moments can influence people more than simple explanations. Spectacle supports authority. Rule 37. Create compelling spectacles. Application. Use presentations, ceremonies, visuals, or powerful gestures to highlight key messages. Make important moments feel special and unforgettable. When people remember the experience, they also remember your power and role in it. Rule 38. Think as you like, behave like others. Overview. Rule 38 says that you can keep your inner thoughts free, but in public, it is often safer to blend in. Being too openly different can create fear, misunderstanding, or attacks. Rule 38. Think as you like, behave like others. Application. Respect local customs, norms, and group culture, even if you do not fully agree with them. Keep your deepest ideas for trusted spaces or private reflection. This way, you protect yourself while still staying true inside. Rule 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Overview. Rule 39 tells you that when emotions are high, people make mistakes. If you can keep your own calm while others are angry or confused, you gain advantage. Emotional chaos around you can become opportunity. Rule 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Application. Do not let others easily pull you into anger. Instead, stay steady and watch how they reveal their weaknesses. If they are already emotional, ask calm questions and let them exhaust themselves while you gain clarity. Rule 40. Despise the free lunch. Overview. Rule 40 warns you to be careful with things that appear free. Free often comes with hidden expectations, obligations, or control. Accepting too much for free can make you dependent. Rule 40. Despise the free lunch. Application. Whenever possible, pay your own way and keep your independence. Be wary of people who give you large favors without clear reasons. Freedom is usually worth more than a free gift. Rule 41. Avoid stepping into a great person's shoes. Overview. Rule 41 advises you not to simply replace a very successful or beloved person. Comparisons will almost always be made, and you may be seen as weaker. It is hard to shine in someone else's shadow. Rule 41. Avoid stepping into a great person's shoes. Application. If you must follow someone great, quickly create your own identity and style instead of copying them. Change the story. Do something different, in a different way. Make people evaluate you on your own terms, not theirs. Rule 42. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter. Overview. Rule 42 says that in any group, there is usually a central figure who holds it together. If you remove or weaken that person, the group often loses direction and unity. This principle applies in teams, social circles, and even families. Rule 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Application. When facing a resistant group, look for the real influencer behind them. Deal with that person through winning them over, neutralizing their impact, or removing their influence. Changing or removing the leader often changes the whole group. Rule 43. Work on hearts and minds. Overview. Rule 43 reminds you that controlling people only through fear is unstable. People controlled by fear look for chances to escape or get revenge. Power is stronger when you win their hearts and minds. Rule 43. Work on hearts and minds. Application. Show respect, listen to concerns, and find ways to make others feel valued. Give them reasons to support you that match their own values and feelings. When people believe in you, you do not need to push them as hard. Rule 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Overview. Rule 44 explains that mirroring someone's behavior or attitude can be very powerful. It can calm them by making them feel understood, or it can frustrate them by showing their own actions back to them. Rule 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Application. If someone is aggressive, repeating their words calmly can expose their behavior. If they are polite and kind, mirroring that strengthens connection. Use the mirror carefully, knowing it affects people deeply at a psychological level. Rule 45. Preach change, but reform slowly. Overview. Rule 45 says that people say they want change, but deep down many fear it. Big, sudden changes can create panic and resistance. Smart power introduces change step by step. Rule 45. Preach change, but reform slowly. Application. When you need transformation, explain the vision clearly, but move in gradual stages. Keep some familiar elements in place while new ones are introduced. This helps people feel safer and more willing to follow. Rule 46. Never appear too perfect. Overview. Rule 46 warns you not to appear absolutely perfect. Perfection can make others feel small, jealous, or resentful. People are more comfortable with those who seem strong but human. Rule 46. Never appear too perfect. Application. You do not need to display your deepest weaknesses, but small, harmless imperfections can make you more relatable. Show that you make minor mistakes or have simple struggles like everyone else. This lowers envy and builds connection. Rule 47. Do not go past the victory you won. Overview. Rule 47 teaches that knowing when to stop is a key part of power. After a success, it is tempting to push for more and more, but going too far can reverse your gains. Overreach leads to downfall. Rule 47. Do not go past the victory you won. Application. When you achieve your goal, pause and stabilize what you have won. Resist the urge to keep pressing just to feel powerful. Protect your victory instead of stretching it until it breaks. Rule 48. Assume formlessness. Overview. Rule 48 says that if you become too fixed in your identity, habits, or methods, others can predict and trap you. Formlessness means flexibility, the ability to change shape with the situation. Rule 48. Assume formlessness. Application. Be willing to adapt your style, your strategies, and even your role when circumstances change. Do not tie your power to one rigid way of operating. The more flexible you are, the harder it is for others to control or defeat you. Conclusion. These 48 rules are tools, not commands. Some may feel harsh, but they describe patterns that appear again and again in human behavior. By understanding them, you can recognize power games, protect yourself from manipulation, and choose more wisely how you use your own influence. Final thought for the audience. As you reflect on these rules, ask yourself, which of them do I already see in my daily life, and how do I want to respond? Real power is not just about control over others, but also about control over yourself, your choices, your reactions, and your values.